Hello students, welcome to Shri Jain Rank Zone classes. In today's lecture, we will talk about one word substitution. This is also a very important topic and you will get at least 2 to 3 questions related to this topic in your examination. What is one word substitution? One word substitution is the use of one word in place of a wordy phrase in order to make the sentence structure clearer. Instead of using several words in order to describe something, we will use a single word. This is called one word substitution. The meaning with the replacement of the phrase remains identical while the sentence becomes shorter. So when the whole phrase with a single word, it does not alter the meaning of the sentence. Of the sentence remains the same. It just becomes shorter. Okay. For example, my friend drives me in a car around town. Using one word substitution in this sentence would give something like my friend chauffeurs me around town. So the sentence becomes shorter without changing the meaning. Therefore, helps in making the sentence structure clearer. So let us move forward and begin our questions related to how we will get these questions in the examination. Practice questions. These are the practice questions related to one word substitution. Alternatives, 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 alternatives. Choose the one which can be substituted for the given words or sentence. So instead of using these several words, that word should be able to replace it with a single word. So question number or burial right. A funeral or burial rite. Is it option A cremation, option B obsequio, option C ashes, or option D cortege? What will we call a funeral or a burial rite? A cremation, obsequio, ashes, or cortege? So we call it a cremation, 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 cremation. Okay. So the option is the correct answer would be option B, obsequio. Obsequio is a obsequio is the one word which can substitute a funeral, a funeral or burial rite. Obsequio is usually used in its plural form, that is obsequies. Obsequio is a funeral rite or service. The word is used mainly in the plural form. Example: last week obsequies for the deceased students were held, hence option B is the right choice. A funeral rite will be represented by the word obsequio. Let's move on to question number 2. A procession of vehicles or ships. We have to choose one word which can substitute the whole sentence. A procession of vehicles or ships. This whole phrase, what can we use? A procession of vehicles or ships. Option A, navy. Option B, formation. Option C, cavalcade. And option D, mob. Navy, formation, cavalcade or mob. Which of these words represents a procession of vehicles or ships? A procession of vehicles or ships is represented by which of these following words? So the answer is also used for 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 processions involving vehicles and not just procession of vehicles or ships will be called cavalcade. Okay, a procession of vehicles or ships will be called cavalcade. The occurrence of events that happen at the same time by accident but seem to have some connection. Can be substituted for the given words or sentences. The occurrence of events that happen at the same time by accident but seem to have some connection. Option A, happenstance. Option B, sameness. Option C, chance. Or option D, luck. Same, 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 sameness, chance, or luck. Which of words, four words, represents occurrence of events that happen at the same time by accident but seem to have some connection? What would be our answer? The occurrence of events that happen at the same time by accident but seem to have some connection. The answer would be happenstance. Option A, happens. A, hap- a, hap- a happenstance is a coincidental event. If you call your brother on phone, that's intentional. If you bump into him in a restaurant, so so happenstance is a combination of the words happen and circumstance, whereas circumstances are the conditions that surround an event. Happenstance is the event itself. Hence, option A is the right choice. A happenstance is a coincidental event. So it is a combination of happen and circumstances. So the circumstances are the conditions which surround the is called happenstance. So occurrence of events that happen at same time by accident but seem to have some connection are called happenstance. Option A, happenstance, is the correct answer. Question number 4. Of noble birth, which of the four alternatives can be substituted for the given word? Of noble birth. Option A, leader. Option B, prince. Option aristocratic. Or option D, royal. Which of the four options can be used to substitute the phrase of noble birth? I hope you might have heard this word several times, maybe in novels or in chapters related to Greek mythology as well. Of noble birth. Option A, leader. Option B, prince. Option C, aristocratic. And option D, royal. What should be the answer? Of noble birth, leader, prince, aristocratic, or royal? The answer would be option C, aristocratic. The correct option is option C, aristocratic. Aristocratic is an adjective used for those belonging to or characteristic of the nobility or aristocracy. The word aristocratic describes a person at the highest level of society, such as a prince or a duchess, or those people or things that are so distinguished that they seem to belong to that group. Hence, option C is the right choice. So, aristocratic is an adjective which is used for those belonging to nobility or royalty. So, describes a person at the highest level of the society. Hence, of noble birth can be replaced by or substituted by aristocratic. Option C, aristocratic is the right answer. Question number 5. Recently married. A person recently married. Person recently married. Option A, paramour. Option B, neo. Option C, bachelor. And option D, widow. Bachelor and widow can be eliminated straight away because a person who is recently married is not a bachelor and nor is he or she a widow. A person who is recently married, is it option A paramour or is it option B neogamist? If you remember our lesson about root words, you might recognize that option B is the correct answer. Correct option is neogamist. A person recently married is called neogamist or a newlywed. Neo is called neo. Neo is used for new and gamos is used for marriage. Neogamist means new marriage. You might remember it from polygamy as well. A person who has done several marriages, so he is called polygamy, and therefore a person who is newly married will be called neogamist. Hence, option B is correct. Question, question number 6. The science of sound. What will be called the science of sound? Option A, audiology. Option B, soundology. Option C, phonetics. Or option D, phonics. Which of these words can be used to substitute the science of sound? The science of sound. Is it option A, audiology? Option B, soundology? Option C, phonetics? Or option D, phonics? I am giving you 5 seconds. Please mark the answers. The science of sound will be called option D, phonics. Phonics is the science of sound. It's also a way of teaching reading by focusing on how letters and groups of letters of the alphabet look and sound. By associating letters with sounds, phonics helps people hear and say the words they are seeing on the page. Hence, option D is the correct answer. The science of sound is called phonics. Option D, phonics is the correct option for question number 6. Question number 7. To bring back into a new body or form. To bring back into a new body or form. Which one word can be used for substituting this whole phrase? To bring back into a new body or form. Option A, reincarnation. Option B, birth. Option C, salvation. Or option D, transmigration. Which of the 4 words can be used to describe bring back into a new body or form? To bring back into a new body or form. Will it be called reincarnation or birth, salvation or transmigration? You have to choose the correct option. To bring back into a new body or form. This can be replaced by option A, reincarnation. The correct option is option A, reincarnation. Reincarnation is a second or new birth. It is also used for embodiment in a new form, especially the reappearance or a person in another form. If you believe in reincarnation, you believe that after death a person's soul is reborn in another body. Certain religions hold this belief as a central tenet, including Hinduism and is correct, is correct. Reincarnation is therefore reincarnation is the belief that after soul is reborn in another body. So a new body in a new body or form. So to bring back into a new body or form is reincarnation. Option A, reincarnation, is the correct answer. Question number 8. A harsh verbal reprimand. A harsh verbal reprimand. Which of these four words can be used instead of a harsh verbal reprimand? Option A, castigation. Option B, punishment. Option C, praise. Or option D, procrastination. A harsh verbal reprimand. Is it option A, castigation? Option B, punishment? Option C, praise? Or option D, procrastination? Choose the option which is correct. So the correct answer will be option A, castigation. Castigation is a verbal punishment. It is a severe scolding. If your coach yells at your team for sloppy play, her post-game speech might be called a castigation. A castigation is a harsh verbal reprimand. No one likes to be on the receiving end of castigation. Hence, option A is correct. So, a harsh verbal reprimand or severe scolding is called castigation. Therefore, option A, castigation, is the correct option. Question number 9. Having the characteristic or nature of both male and female. Having the characteristics or nature of both male and female. Out of the given alternatives, which one can be substituted for the given sentence? Is it option A, tomboy? Option B, heterosexual? Option C, homosexual? Or option D, androgynous? Tomboy, heterosexual, homosexual, or androgynous? Which of the four options can be used to describe having the characteristics or nature of both male and female? Having the characteristics or nature of both male and female. So option A, tomboy, is not correct. Why? Because tomboy is used to refer to the girls who behave like boys. It cannot be used interchangeably for the boys. It is only used for the girls. So tomboy cannot be used to define for someone who has characteristics or nature of both male and female. Okay, so tomboy can be eliminated. Option B, heterosexual, is used for people who love who are attracted to people of another sex, male or female. So heterosexual cannot be used for characteristics or nature of both male and female. Similarly, homosexual is also incorrect. Therefore, answer is androgynous. Androgynous is something having both male and female characteristics. If you describe something as androgynous, you are saying that you can't classify it as strictly male or female. If you are looking for an androgynous name, for example, choose Pat. Pat can be name of a male as well as female. So it will be difficult to distinguish whether a person named Pat is a male or female. Hence, this name is an androgynous name. So androgynous is something having both male and female characteristics. Alright. So hence option D is the right choice. Option D, androgynous, can be used to define having the characteristics or a post without any compensation or remuneration. We have to choose a word which to substitute this sentence. Is it option A, voluntary, option B, sinecure, option C, honorary, or option D, non-participating? Option A, voluntary, option B, sinecure, option C, honorary, option D, non-participating. Which option is which of these words can be used for a post without any compensation or remuneration? So the correct answer is option C. Option C, honorary, can be used for a post without any compensation or remuneration. Okay? Honorary is a post where the person does not receive any compensation for his or her work. Okay? Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Question number 11. A short, usually amusing story about some real person or event. A short, usually amusing story about some real person or event. Option A, anecdote. Option B, allegory. Option C, tale. Or option D, antidote. Which of these words can be substituted for the given sentence? Is it anecdote? Is it allegory, tale, or antidote? A short, usually amusing story about some real person or event. Is or an allegory. Antidote can there, there, therefore we have to choose between option A, B, and C. Is it called an anecdote, an allegory, or a tale? The answer is option A, anecdote. Anecdote is a short, usually amusing story about some real person or event. Okay, something which has rarely occurred in someone's life is called an anecdote. A short, usually amusing story about some real person or event. So the correct option is option A, anecdote. Question number 12. Government by priest or government which has its state religion, government by priest or government which has its state religion. Is it called aristocracy or oligarchy, or theocracy or sacerdotal? Option A, B, C or D, which can be used state religion. Is it option A, aristocracy, option B, oligarchy, option C, theocracy, or option D, sacerdotal? So the correct answer would be option C, theocracy. Theocracy used is a term used for government by priest or government which follow any particular state religion. So this is called theocracy. Option C is the correct option. Question number 13. The system of putting plants is it is it is it option 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 B, option B, option B, option B, option B, ornithology, option C, taxonomy, or option D, agronomy? Topiary, ornithology, taxonomy, or agronomy? Which of these options can be used? Which of these options can be used for a system of putting plants and animals into various classes? That is categorization of plants and animals. Is it called topiary or ornithology or taxonomy or agronomy? The correct answer is option C, taxonomy. Taxonomy is the system of putting plants and animals into various classes. Option C, taxonomy is the correct option. Let's move on to question number 14. A severe deserved punishment is a severely deserved punishment is called option A, retribution, option B, revisionism, option C, repartee, or option D, abdication. A severe deserved punishment is called retribution, revisionism, repartee, or abdication. Retribution, revisionism, repartee, or abdication. Answer to this question is option A, retribution. A severe deserved punishment is called retribution. Option A, retribution is the correct option. Question number 15. To give one's authority to others. Is it option A, intimidate, option B, delegate, option C, abdicate, or option D, desecrate? Question is to give one's authority to others. Which of the following options do you think can be used to substitute the given words? Is it intimidate or delegate or abdicate or decorate? Option A, intimidate, delegate, abdicate, or desecrate. The correct option is option B, delegate. Delegate refers to the term for in which one gives his or her authority to others in order to perform the task on his behalf. Okay? Delegation of duty is giving someone else your own authority so that he can complete the task. Option B, delegate is the question number 16. Question number 16. 16. A disease which spreads by contact. What do we call a disease which spreads by contact? Is it option A, infectious, option B, contagious, option C, contagious, and option D, contextual? Which a disease which spreads by contact. Which of these diseases spreads through contact? Is it option A, infectious, option B, contagious, option C, contagious, or option D, contextual? A disease which spreads by contact. So the correct answer would be option B, contagious. Contagious is a word for which is used to spread a disease which spreads by contact. Contagious is used to define a virus which spreads through contact. Option B, contagious, is the correct answer. Question number 17. One who is disloyal to one's country is called? Someone who is not loyal to his country is called? Option A, patriot, option B, traitor, option C, loyal, or option D, souvenir. Patriot, traitor, loyal, or souvenir. Which of these words is used to describe one who is disloyal to one's country? One who is disloyal to one's country is option A, patriot, option B, traitor, option C, loyal, or option D, souvenir. I hope all of you have recognized the correct answer. The correct answer is option B, traitor. Patriot and loyal both are used for person who love their country a lot, to their country. And souvenir is a gift that you can buy when you are on vacation or somewhere in order to remind about the location. So traitor is the one who is disloyal to one's country. Option B, traitor, is the correct option. Question number 18. Question number 18 is one who does something first. Question number 18 is one who does something first. Option A, pioneer, option B, pitched, option C, planted, or option D, plebeian. One who does something first. Is he called a pioneer, priest, plaintiff, or plebeian? So the answer is option A, pioneer. Someone who does something first in any field is called a pioneer of that field. Okay? So one who does something first is called a pioneer. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 19. Leaving a meeting as an expression of disapproval is Leaving a meeting as an expression of disapproval is called a walkout, undermine, option C, villize, or option D, unjoin. Walkout, undermine, villize, or unjoined. So the correct option is walkout. Walkout is leaving a meeting or expression of disapproval. Disapproval. So leaving a meeting as an expression of disapproval is called walkout. Option A is the correct answer for question number 9. Question number 20. The art of cutting trees into decorative shapes. What is art of cutting trees into decorative shapes called? Is it option A, terret, option B, topiary, option C, taxonomy, or option D, none of the above? Which of these four words can be substituted for the given sentence? Is it option A, terret, option B, topiary, option C, taxonomy, or option D, none of the above? What do we call the art of cutting tree into decorative shapes? The answer is option B, topiary. Thus, 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 thus. A legal case being considered in court is known as option A, res judice, sub 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 judice, judice. Option C, injunction, or option D, subsidy. Which of these words can be used to substitute the sentence a legal case being considered in court? A legal case being considered in court is known as option B, 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 sub judice. A legal case which is being considered in court is known as sub judice. Option B, sub judice, is the correct option. Question number 22. Scientific study of weather conditions is the scientific study of astrology, astrology, astrology. Option B, nemology. Option C, meteorology, mycology. The scientific study of weather conditions is called astrology, nemology, meteorology, or mycology. I am giving you 5 seconds so that you can recognize the correct answer. The scientific study of weather conditions is called option C, meteorology. Option C, meteorology is the scientific study of weather. Question number 23. Those who live in trees are called Those who live in trees are option A, adhesive, option B, florial, boreal, or option D, frill. Those who live in trees are option A, adhesive, option B, option C, arboreal, and option D, frill. Arboreal, 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 arboreal. Those who live in trees are arboreal. Question number 24. Who like who like who likes to spend time with others? One who likes to spend time with others is called option A, introvert, option B, extraordinary, option D, misologist. What do we call a person with others? Will he be called an introvert or an extraordinary? A person who likes to spend time with others will not be called extraordinary, because extra to define something which is way beyond normal. So this is not a word that we will use for someone who likes to. Introvert refers to a unknown people. So option A and B both can be eliminated. Correct answer is question number 23 or 24. One who likes to spend time with others, is he called introvert, extraordinary, extrovert, or misologist? The person who likes to spend time with others is called extrovert. Option C, extrovert, is the correct answer. Extrovert is used for someone who likes to spend time with others. Number 24, correct option is option C, extrovert. Question number 25. Allowance due to a wife from her husband on legal separation. Allowance due to a wife from her husband on legal separation. Option A, debt, option B, alimony, or option D, damages. What do we call an allowance due from her husband on legal separation? Is it option A, debt, option B, alimony, option C, compensation, or option D, damages? Correct answer is option B, alimony. Alimony is a word which is used for allowance given to wife upon legal separation from their husband. Husband has to pay this monthly or yearly fee or uh, one time fee in order to provide for the estranged wife. So option B, alimony, is the correct option. Question number 26. A life story of a person written by another person is it called an essay or an story, or option C, autobiography, or option D, biography? A life story of a person written by someone else, will it be called autobiography, a story, or a biography? Correct option is option D, biography. Biography refers to a life story of a person which is written by someone else. This is done mostly posthumously. So, a life story of a person written by another is called biography. Question number 27. A court of people officially appointed to deal with special matters. A court of people officially appointed to deal with special matters. Option A, trial court. Option B, tribunal. Option C, special appellate authority. A court of people officially appointed to deal with special matters. Options are trial court, option B, tribunal, option C, special appellate authority, or uh, option D, Supreme Court. A court of people officially appointed to deal with special matters. Is it called a trial court, a tribunal court, special appellate authority, or Supreme Court? The correct answer is option B, tribunal. A tribunal is a court of people officially appointed to deal with special matters. It is called tribunal. Therefore, option B, tribunal, is the answer for question number 27. Question number 28. A sudden, secretly planned attempt to remove a government of force is called. A sudden, secretly planned attempt to remove a government of force is called. Option A, reflation. Option B, relic. Option C, requisition, or option D, puts. Out of all these four options, which one can be used to substitute given words or sentences? A suddenly a sudden secretly planned attempt to remove a government of force is. The correct option is option D, puts. A putsch is a quick and dirty overthrow of a government. It tends to be used most often for places that experience a lot of these. It comes from the Swiss-German word of the same spelling, which means revolt or a sudden blow or push. A sudden secretly planned attempt to remove a government of force is called putsch. Putsch comes from the Swiss-German word of the same spelling, which means revolt. So option D is the correct answer for question number 28. Question number 29. Polyglot. Polyglot, we have we have we have to choose a sentence which can easily polyglot. Polyglot. Polyglot is someone who, option A, has more than one spouse, plays more than one sport, or option D, speaks many languages. Which of these persons will be called a polyglot? Try to solve this question. I am giving you 10 seconds. Polyglot is someone who, option A, has more than spouse, option B, drinks too much, option C, plays more than one sport, or option D, speaks. The correct answer for polyglot option D, who speaks many languages is called polyglot. Polyglot is someone who speaks many languages. Therefore, correct option is option D, speaks many languages. Question number question number 30. Ombudsman refers to the person. Ombudsman refers to the person. Option A, who looks into complaints against public authority. Option B, who is the chief of gang. Option C, who is declined from the court process. Option D, who is the retired judge. Ombudsman refers to the person. Option A, who looks into complaints against authorities. Option B, who is chief of gang. Option C, who is declined from the court process, and option D, who is retired judge. Ombudsman refers to the person. The correct answer is option A, who looks into complaints against public authorities. Ombudsman is someone uh, who complains against public authorities. Therefore, correct option A, who looks into complaints against public authorities. He is called ombudsman. With this, we come to end of our small session about sentence one word substitution. One word substitution is a small topic only, but you will need to improve your vocabulary a lot in order to correct these questions. Alright, so thank you, students.